me. Can you imagine that little holy roller in front of a television camera telling the world that my daughter is a killer?
Only all too well, but nobody is going to be interested in what she has to say if the police have no case, Herb.
Yeah, I wish I had your faith. Press is ready to trash the Queen Mother if they get an angle on this story. What? How could this have happened to Cassie? What do you think she was doing?
Probably like everybody else. She went down there to find the goods on Lawrence and cook his goose. I'd say his goose got cooked.
Yeah, sure, only Cassie's the one being accused. I can't believe it.
Maybe the police won't believe it either. I mean, they don't even have any fingerprints, let alone an eyewitness. There's very little reason to even hold her.
There's no reason. No reason. Yet Rafe wants her down at the station. He knows her. He knows she's incapable of killing somebody. What does he think he's doing?
Just his job, Herb. Don't worry. He knows as well as you and I do that most people in town would like to pin a medal on whoever killed Mitch, not have him arrested and carted off to jail.
Still don't see why Cassie has to be put through this.
How can you possibly tell the police the truth, or what you think is the truth? Cassie, you were unconscious most of the time.
I have to.
I mean, look at it from the police point of view. They are hard-bitten professionals. They don't know what an innocent, decent young woman you are.
Maybe I'm not if I really killed him.
And they'd be the first to agree with you. What do they know? Except that you were in some torn teddy in a hotel room standing over a dead man. How can you possibly blame people for thinking things that would be too hot even for the national intruder? That you and Mitch were doing goodness knows what, that you killed him in some sort of fit of passion.
What if I did?
But you didn't do it. You didn't. You've got to believe me. But honey, if this gets into the papers, what it'll do to your reputation, you'll never live it down.
But I can't help what people say about me.
Listen to me, Cassie. I got rid of all of the evidence in that room. Nobody knows that you were there. All we have to do is just sit tight.
But that's just like staying still. That's just like lying by being silent. This isn't my guilty conscience talking. This is what I want to do because I know it's right.
And that's what got you into this mess in the first place. You're wanting to do the right thing. You wanted to do the right thing and help Joy, so you got yourself into the clutches of that maniac. I'm not going to let you ruin your life, baby, because you've been punished enough.
But if he's dead, then I'm responsible.
Honey, please. You have got to believe me. You didn't murder Mitch Laurence. Please, get that through your head. Okay. Oh, come on, baby. You go into the guest bedroom, all right? I'm going to see who that is. Move! Just, okay. Emma! I'm going to get the door. Thank you. Oh.
Hello there, Dorian.
Well, Ray, hello. Excuse me. I seem to be having some sort of an allergy attack or something. How have you been, and why are you here?
Well, I'm sorry to show up like this. It's part of the Mitch Laurence investigation, murder investigation.
What? Are you telling me that Mitch Laurence is dead? Oh, my... can't say that I'm sorry, but I find it a bit hard to believe. I saw him just a few hours ago at the Waterside Inn at that phony mission of his.
Yeah, it happened a couple hours ago. Were you with Cassie today?
Cassie? No, why?
Well, she isn't at her apartment. I was hoping I might find her here.
Oh, no. Why do you want to see her?
Well, we'd like to ask her some questions down at the station house.
Oh, what kind of questions? Cassie doesn't know anything about this.
She might not. But I've got a witness who can place Cassie at the scene where Mitch Laurence was murdered.
Place with a microscope.
They're human, Herb. We need evidence that Cassie is in the Virgin Islands.
Calling the commissioner again. I'll get back to my office. Doesn't matter whether Cassie was there or not. It's not possible that she killed Mitch Laurence.
Well, I know that, and you know that. But that girl, Allison, is pretty definite with her story.
It's all a cover-up. For herself or someone else.
I can think of at least a half a dozen people who have a better reason for killing the guy.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Nobody could have seen Cassie at the murder scene. Who is this so-called witness?
I can't tell you that until their deposition has been filed.
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't waste your time taking down such lies. Cassie was nowhere near the Waterside Inn.
Who said Mitch was killed at the waterside?
I did. I guess I just made that assumption. I was there just a few hours ago. That is where he lives.
But you left there before the police got there.
Yes, I did. But Cassie certainly was nowhere there. You see, I had to leave. That kind of bogus sincerity gets terribly depressing. So as for your question about Cassie's whereabouts, she's having a lovely time. I hope she's in the Virgin Islands.
When did she leave?
Yesterday. So you see, there's really no reason to even bother her about this.
Well, I'd still like you to give me her hotel room, because I would like to talk to her.
Oh, I wish I could. But you know the way daughters can be. She decided to go off on this trip at the very last minute, and I don't even know where she's staying.
I understand, but if you do happen to talk to her, I'd appreciate it if you give me a call, all
Well,
right?
of course I will. We've got nothing to hide.
Of course. Okay, Dorian. Sorry to take up your time.
No problem.
Thanks. I'll let myself out.
All right.
Mother, Mom, I heard everything that he said. There was nobody else in that room. How could there have been a witness?
There isn't a witness. It's one of those stoned kids that just imagining things. Nobody is going to believe it. All right? Absolutely nobody. We don't need to do anything.
My earring is gone. One of my earrings is missing.
Which earrings were you
These,
wearing?
the ones that Dad gave me. It's gone. It's missing. That means that it must still be in Mitch's room. It's evidence. It points right to me.
I cleaned up everything of yours that was in that room. I didn't see an earring anywhere.
Well, we left so quickly. Maybe you didn't notice it. Oh, but I bet the police will.
Well, I took care of everything else. I'll just take care of that, too.
How? There was an eyewitness that saw me with Mitch in the room. If the police find that earring, who knows what they'll do to me? That's probably them right now. They're coming to arrest me. I know they are.
Over my dead body. You go into the guest bedroom now.
Mom,
Don't come
wait
out
a
until I
second.
call
We
you.
have to do something.
Cassie,
I have to
go.
confess.
Now, go.
Mrs. Lord, you have a visitor.
I'm sorry. I'm not in any mood to see visitors.
Oh, it's Mr. Callison, ma'am.
I suppose I'll have to face him sooner or later.
Ma'am?
Emma, show the esteemed district attorney in.
Very good.
Herb, what a nice surprise.
Really? You could have fooled me. You all right?
Oh, I am a little bit upset from an earlier visitor.
Who was that?
Rafe Garrettson. He wanted to see Cassie. Can you imagine? He wants to ask her some questions about Mitch Lawrence's murder.
What'd you tell her?
You must be dying from the heat. Why don't you let me make you a nice cool drink?
No, thanks. I would like an answer to my question.
Oh, you mean what did I tell Rafe?
Yeah.
I told him the truth. That Cassie is in the Caribbean and that she was nowhere near Mitch Lawrence's room.
Who said she was?
Oh, come on, Herb. You're the district attorney. You know very well that some drugged-up little groupie has lied and has tried to pin Mitch's murder on Cassie.
Well, you were always better at spotting a liar than I was.
Herb, this is a social visit, isn't it?
Yes and no. Something's been bothering me.
All right. I was always great help to you in the past. Tell me about it.
Oh, you're a big help, no doubt about that. So maybe you can tell me why no one spotted Cassie arriving in the Virgin Islands. You know, John's contact was waiting to meet her when she got off the plane.
And he didn't spot her?
Which means either she never arrived or else she slipped away before she could be seen. How do you explain that?
Well, I can't.
Yeah.
Simply can't.
Yeah. See, I mean, what could... Cassie, what kind of a reason could she possibly have to avoid the place?
I've never been very good at second-guessing my daughter, but maybe she was just very upset about the fact that she failed to rescue Joy, and she just didn't want to be around anybody, most especially not Mitch Laurence. How about that nice cool drink?
No, I don't want to drink. I don't want any more of your damn lies.
What's gotten into you?
You know Cassie's in Landview, and you know that she was in Lawrence's room just before or just after he was killed.
Where did you get such a ridiculous idea?
From this. You take a good look, Dorian. Recognize that?